Hello boys and girls, I'm back. I've been away for 10 months. I sold the Aprilia last June. It was getting to high mileage and it needed to go. The sort of best time of year really is to sell in peak summer. So that's what I've done. I then started saving up to get the next bike. I had a sort of choice of 6 or 7 bikes. And so saving started, and about 4 months later, around the end of August, I was offered a place to live, my own place, so I no longer have to live with weird men. And so at my age I think that was very important, so I took up the offer. So I've moved quite far away from Norwich now. I'm sort of nearly in Suffolk, and so I got a new home, and so I started a new job. And so the next thing was a new bike. So the question was, what do I replace it with? So I had a choice. I was going back to inline fours. It seemed pretty inevitable because I want to travel more. I wanted something a bit smoother in town, and I wanted more horsepower. There's nothing in the last 10, 12 years, 15 years that's significant enough power wise to compete with an inline 4 from the V-twin side of things. I can't afford a V4, so I was back to inline 4s. So a couple of years ago I tried a ZX-10R, a black one, really liked that. Thought it might have been a bit too much power. Tried an R1, a carburetted R1, not long after that, and that felt a bit more me, 150-ish brake. And so that kind of got me tingling on something in between. Then, I got the Aprilia, and that had a bit more oomph. So comparing the Firestorm against the ZX-10R and R1, it felt, miles apart. After riding the Aprilia for a year, I got so used to that. Maybe something like that would be a bit sort of similar. So I decided, let's get something a bit more power. So I tried the Panigale V4S, which is in one of my videos, and that just blew me away. 215 horsepower. It was fucking believable. That really, I didn't think I needed a lot of power, but I did. So back onto the inline 4s. I say anything V-twin wouldn't be enough power, so it ended up being between 4 models, but about 6 4 makes and models, but 6 in total, with 2 of each model, if that makes sense. So I had the choice of the CBR 1000 RR, Fireblade, which I don't mind the look of. I like the underseat exhaust, don't like the clocks. Boring, basic, black. The shift light seems to be right where the rev needle goes, which I find really weird, and it's just a boring little red LED. That's not a lot of effort put into that. They seem to be a little bit underpowered compared to the others, but good looking nonetheless. Then it was the Suzuki GSX-R 1000, K5, K6, and I started to see some K7s within my budget. K7s interested me because of these switchable maps, but you can't put an up and down shifter because they're not fly-by-wire till 2012. So in 2007 it was almost pointless to pay the extra when everyone rants about the K5, K6. So that was next on my list. That kind of hit the top of my list. The ZX-10R was still there because I've always wanted the Gen 1 ZX-10Rs, but I thought the clocks were a little bit basic. And also obviously the Yamaha R1. I liked the Kenny Roberts colours. I really wanted to get away from a red bike. My last 2 bikes were red and black. So I really wanted a black or blue bike. So it left me with 2 models of the R1. So that would be the R1 04 to 06, the 5EY, or from 07 to 08, the 4C8. Now I was looking at the 4C8s because they do have fly-by-wire throttles, so you can fit an up and down shifter. Translogic make them for them. So that would be the nearest to a modern bike, by 10 years away from something really expensive like an S1000 RR. So it would be as near to a modern bike. So it was top of my list again. And then the GXSR K5 came back. They started falling a good price. There's some, and I like the black ones. So I couldn't decide. So with a new home, new job, and a whole new year, I thought, you know, it's about time to come out as well. This is not easy for me to do. Unfortunately, you know, it's upset a lot of people that have come out. So as you can imagine, being gay, I've decided to plot for the Suzuki. No, I'm just kidding. I got a fucking R1, boy. Look at that bastard. Woohoo! This thing is fucking mental. Okay, so this is the 5VY. So this is a 20 valve head model. This is a 2006, so it's the last of them. It's only done 13,000 miles. It's got my old friend's back again. The MTC Max Torque cans are back. If you may remember, I had that on my Aprilia, which I got rid of because it was rubbing against the swing arm, and I replaced it with the Lextech, which looked better, sounded better, and had the baffle for track days. However, these are exactly the shape, colour and length that I wanted. There were so many of these R1s going around with terrible little stubby Delkovich Danmoto style cans that are only about that long, and they looked fucking awful. So I wanted the rear end to look nice. So I really like these. I just like the swing arm. I like the fact I've got an all black one. It's not perfect, again, budget, but I got this from a dealer. So I've got 3 months warranty. It got fully serviced. It got a 12 months MOT. It's got little bobbins for the paddock stand. It's got aftermarket shorty levers. Obviously the exhaust wouldn't have been cheap. They put brand new tyres on it for me. These are the Maxxis Super Max STs. I had these on my Firestorm, so I know these very well. These are a good sports tourer tyre, fairly grippy, quite a lot of silica in these ones. These were developed with Chris Walker, so these are very capable tyres. So with the bits that are added onto it, if I'd have bought this privately, for example, with the bits added onto it, I would have probably, to do the bits that I've got added onto this, would have cost me probably a good £400 to £600 on top of the bike price. So absolutely ecstatic. I said it's not perfect. Couple of little scratches and marks will get detailed. This is a kind of, dare I say, a keeper. I plan to keep this for 2 to 4 years, and then maybe purchase a bike brand new. So yeah, absolutely love it. The other thing, obviously, because I have a daughter, she no longer lives with me. She won't feature in many of my videos, unfortunately. So it'd be very rare that she'll come out with me, but I will still want to be able to take someone on the back. And also my girlfriend's daughter would go on the back with me, because she would be carrying her son if we go out as a foursome. So it was imperative I had a seat, and it was imperative I had the pegs. And again, a lot of the Gixxers and a lot of the R1s and even some of the Blades seem to have the pegs, and the seats took off and the humps in their place. And the R1 is the only one out of all of them where the seat on it fits it. It doesn't need to be the hump. I think it looks great with the seat on. I can always have the seat if I'm out with friends and someone, you know, gets into trouble and needs a lift home. So it's, do you know what, it ticks 95 out of 100 boxes for me. The only thing I know that at the moment this year, and budget's tight now, I've spent all this on the bike, I want to get a quick shifter. But as you'll see in the little bit that I've just done going up the road to scrub the tyres in, fuck me, is this quick. Yeah, boy. Well, it's been 9 months and I'm back! Holy shit! Oh, it's been a while. I definitely think I need some tank grips. looks nice. Oh, I'm already in first. Okay. I'm not going to get a shift indicator. I remember people saying it's got quite a tall first gear, so. Wow. Fucking hell. The pickup. Thinking that V-twin, it's got loads of torque, but wow, this. Amazing roar from the airbox. God, this is going to be absolutely lethal with a fucking quick shifter on it. Fucking hell! The low sun's not helping much. Holy shitballs! A fucking roar from the airbox! Oh my days! I just need to get these tyres scrubbed in. It's unbelievable, that roar. I've seen that up on this bike. Yeah, no one else is riding this. Fucking hell. Sure, I'll put an engine mode, like an engine restrictor on all this stuff, and fuck me. Holy fucking I didn't realise there were bends. Because there didn't used to be bends around here before. Joys of living out here now. It's getting to enjoy these twisty roads. I'm picking the bike up today, it's fine. I can't. It's going to be even more mental with a quick shifter on. Absolutely ballistic. Yes, absolutely blown away. It's very slippy on the tank, so we'll get some stomp grips across the tank here to help hold me in. It's very shiny, so that needs sorting out. So very few bits need doing to it. Very, very happy with my purchase. I literally picked it up today from Birmingham. So I went and viewed it last week, left a deposit and let them do their PDI and MOT, and then I went back today and picked it up. I got home an hour ago. I offloaded it off the trailer, sorted it all out, got my leathers on, and I haven't ridden in anger since last June. I have ridden a couple of bikes since then because I went to the NEC and took out a GSXR 1000R, the AL8, the newer one, while my girlfriend went out on the Fireblade, and I may have ridden something else. So here it is. So hopefully this will be a keeper. I've already got booked up 2 days in Scotland for me and the girlfriend in June, so we'll be having a holiday then, and so travelling all the way up there on the bikes. I'm hoping to go to a Run What You Brung event at the end of April for my birthday at Santapod, and everything in between. So yeah, I'm back on the bike groups, hopefully catch up with all my mates. So I'll have had this bike for a week or so before I submit this video, because my girlfriend doesn't actually know I've got it yet. I'm going to surprise her by going round hers on Friday. Today's Monday, so I cannot put this up till the weekend. So this is Monday. This is probably being published on Saturday once she knows I've got it, because she's one of my subscribers. But absolutely amazing, absolutely amazing. So enjoy the videos, and I hope I get some more subscribers and many people who enjoy this, because I'm fucking loving it. Thanks very much for watching. Bye.